All right, well, one of these days we'll get all our stuff put away again, but that's not today's project. We could also do some more Fiat repair, but that's not really today's project either. I did find a clamp I wanted to see if would work on here. That's kind of an odd angle, isn't it? But I had this clamp on hand. I don't know what it came off of, but if it'll hold the muffler more better, then that's what we're going to use. Probably would be nicer to put it something like that. I think that'll work. If we go get the right size wrench. Let's make some bad decisions. There. I think that's gonna work. Definitely more tight than it was. There. That's much more better. I don't think that'll fall off now. But that's not our main project either. Steel wheeled 60. Yeah. Probably should work on that again sometime. But we're not going to do that. What we need is out here. Got another semi-load of hay yesterday. So we need to put that away. And then we need the loader tractor for what we're going to work on. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man. And today, we're gonna put the hay where it belongs, so it's out of this field. I'd really like to run the cows on here and let them kind of knock this down a little bit. So that will require putting up a temporary fence, because I'm probably not gonna get all my junk moved out of here. But we'll do that another day. I need this loader tractor, because after a while, we are getting a visit, hopefully, from Mamabears Homestead and more, who is coming to get a gravity wagon that I have. If you watched that video way back when I bought the combine, I bought him the corn picker, and he's wanting to pick some corn, and I don't know what his plans are. I mean, he's homesteading, so he's got animals he could feed it to and whatnot, but mainly just to play with. So what it amounts to is I have another J&M box that I had it just kind of sitting on a running gear that was way too light duty for a gravity wagon service. I bought the box at a auction and put new runners under it, and was going to get a heavier running gear, like another 5026 or something, to put it on so it matched my other wagons. Never got that done. Then I had another small homesteader, or whatever you want to call them, farm operation, come, and they wanted a wagon gear to build, I think, for like making a mobile produce stand or something. And I said I got the most perfect gear for that, because it won't it's not really heavy enough for, you know, putting under a gravity wagon or anything. So I sold the gear out from under the box, and the box has just been sitting there. Well, then I found another gear that was an electric gear, but it was badged as an Alice Chalmers. And so I was going to fix it up, and it's been in pieces and whatever. Well, last time Mama Bear was here, he said he was looking for a gravity wagon, and I said, I can fix you up, because I said, the gear I have for it is even your brand. So he said, I got to have that. And so it's been several months now, and we just never got around to it. But he says he's coming today, so we got to get that dug back out. The gear is all in pieces. The guy I bought it from had started to work on it, and then he got sick with cancer and ended up dying just a few days after I got the gear. So anyway, it's in pieces, and he's gonna have to do some work on it, but that's fine. He can do that, and then I don't. So some assembly required. It's got 4 rims that came with it. The guy painted them yellow, so he'll have to un-yellowify them. And I think I have 4 tires he can have with him, but I don't have any tubes, so he'll have to come up with his own on that. But anyway, I figure while I'm going down there where the gear's at, I might as well take 1 bale with me. And then if there's time in the video, we'll move some more bales. But we got to get that dug out, and we'll probably need both loader tractors to lift that up in the air. I have a pole thing. We might work on that too real quick. That came from the dealership where I worked, and they used it to unload gravity wagons off of the trucks. However, I broke it the last time I used it, and so I don't remember how bad it is. We'll have to figure it out. But it's made to hook over the edges on both ends, and then it would telescope, and then you had to pin it too, otherwise it would want to fold the sides in. So if I can find that, we'll go with that. If not, we will come up with plan B, which I've done before, and that's a loader tractor on each side and some chains, and just pick it up and then back the trailer under it and set it down. So enough talking. Time to get to doing something. We need to repair our loader too at some point. And that point might be today too, I don't know. We'll see how catastrophically it fails on us. Whoa. Oh, that was dumb. Okay, well, I shouldn't say that because that's stupid, but I just had an accident. How much did I destroy? I forgot that was sitting there, and I definitely just ran into it. I think that might have already been there. I don't think I did that. Shoot, that was dumb. Come on. Well, let's see. I think it's fine. Luckily, it was in neutral, so it just shoved the tractor forward. However, that was quite the shove on it. Well, not one of my prouder moments, but at least it hit something soft. Went in there pretty far. Probably needed to move the 9650. Yep. Dang it, today's just not working out. I want to clean up this garbage. I'm sick of it. But the wagon's in there, so that's going to help. But the other thing that's in there is a tile for when we had a hog pen here. Let's fish, see what we picked up. Yeah, we got half of it. Let's take that piece, take what we get. We got to make more than one trip, so be it. let's switch to the 550 because it's got tines on the bucket, and we can get that pole and those rims. But yeah, it's gonna need some spindle freeing up. That one I think is stuck, but that's no big deal. I've done that many times. Sometimes you can get it by heating. If you can't get it by heating, what I usually do is just split it somewhere in there all the way up the length, and then get the spindle out, clean it all up, squeeze it back together and weld it shut, and ta-da, you're in good shape. And then I told him about the tie rods, how I made my other wagon, which I've showed that before. I figured out how to use the tractor tie rods, like what's on these front ends, and cut a tapered hole in there. And anyway, then you only got to keep those on hand, see, and then they fit your tractors in wagons. So anyway, that was a well worth it upgrade when I did that. So he can do what he wants. It's his wagon now, or rather it will be when he hands me the money and it's on his trailer. Oh sweet, it's even got a chain in it, because we'll need that in a minute. Ooh, we got a pipe plug in it too. Wonder what that came out of. What did I haul in here that would have had that in it? Will you run? Of course. Everything we have around here is in excellent shape. I told a lie and the camera shut off. So there's some other stuff in here he's wanting. You can see how it's all nicely, you know, out in the open and not totally grown up in weeds now. There they are. Maybe. It's gonna be hard to get them out of here. I'm gonna have to put you down. There's some suitcase weights in there that he was wanting for something. But this is a two-hand job. So there's the rims, and that pole's in here somewhere. So we'll get her. There. It's hard to pick these up when they're grown up in weeds. Well, it looks like we're gonna play the fun game of camera shutting off, because it seems to not like it unless it's at a precise temperature. If it's about 52 degrees, it works all day, but anything hotter or colder than that, and it's not happy. So we got this. We need to get those tires, which are up ahead, and then I think we got a pile for him, and we'll go get that. We might try it with this and see if we can drag that wagon box out there, and then we'll figure out what kind of loading situation we're going to do. This won't lift it high enough, so it'll have to be that Deere and the 1650. So anyway, yeah. All right, that'll definitely stay all the way, won't it? These levers on this tractor are reversed of the other one, and I should probably switch them because that's kind of super unhandy finally. Get off of there. I don't want to have to jump off to get one thing loose. Now come on. Coming after me. Easy there, pal. Well, you just go on ahead. I'll catch up. Bye. Safety brake. There we go. It's like a sleigh, but in the summer. Right here. All right, that was relatively painless. Made it up here intact. Some assembly required, but yeah, it's an IKEA wagon. better go put this fence up before I forget. All right, here's my wagon lifting pole. And as previously said, the original variation was made by the dealer that I worked at. And I got to, at home here, where I was unloading wagons and doing different stuff quite often as I would buy them at sale. And they said they had this and we couldn't find it. Then one day the older guy who owned the place found it in the back, and he put it in the back of my pickup one day, and he said, there you go. So I brought it home. It was broken. The way it was originally made was this pole here went all the way through like what you see there. Well, it was broke. So I welded on a piece of bigger pipe and then ended up having to get a piece of pipe that would slide inside. I don't think that's the same one. I think I got a different one. Maybe not, I don't know. But anyway, it broke again here last time. So I'm gonna have to do something different and probably just get a better, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I don't use it that often, but I do use it probably more than most people would. So the way it works is on that end, you can slide that end to different holes. I know I had to get a different piece of pipe because when I got those 5170 wagons, they were a lot longer. So you have to be able to slide it all the way to the end, and that's when I broke it here. The J&M wagons, I think, are the inside hole. So yeah, every wagon was a little bit different length, so you have to have different holes for the different type of wagons. And I've got those electric boxes and the J&Ms, and then some Kilbros boxes, so there needs to be 3 different holes. But anyway, I think I got her patched up enough to do one lift anyway. You pick it up from the ends here, and then you know, I just run a chain through those clevises, and then yeah, you know what I'm saying. So the pinning the shaft is just so that it doesn't slide, telescope in itself, and fold the sides in, and it works pretty good. You just have to not break your pole. So we'll take it out here and set it on that wagon and see what we got, but I think it should work. All right, I think we're ready for him. I had to have these to pivot my pipe in there and get the bolt hole lined up, but we're good to go. I'll bring you back when he gets here. Wow, I see something in the distance. Yeah, I was working on editing videos. So, hard work, yeah. There's Mamabears Homestead and more. Not much. I got a whole pile of treasure for you.
Yeah, treasures. That's what we call it.
Treasures. It's the IKEA wagon kit.
IKEA wagon
kit. Pretty well how I bought it. I carried it home on the hay spear like this. And but I found you some tires and
yeah, and so, I got some tubes.
So
I think the only thing I'm gonna need is the tie rod.
Tie rod. Yeah, and I think I told you, I didn't just dream that, how I used the tractor tie rods
absolutely. And I just ordered a set this week.
That's the way to go. It's a lot heavier, and you don't have to worry about them snapping off or whatever. Yeah.
So I guess we'll get some treasures loaded up.
Yeah, I'm hoping that what I'll probably do is just pick it up and let you back under it.
Okay.
That would probably be the easiest. I had it up in the air a while ago, but if the pipe slides, it comes crashing down, so it'd probably be better to just back under it. So we'll pick it up, and I don't know how you want to, I guess you can back under it either from that way. It's not much. I'm just going to run the cows in here on it, so. forward. It should go down and forward at the same time, so we'll see. Now, if we do this right,
That's actually a bed picker upper end.
yeah, it came from the shop there. Okay. I was looking for it. They couldn't find it because I was moving wagons all the time, taking them on and off, working on them. And they dug in the scrap pile, and one day Richard put it in my pickup. He said, there you go. But it was broken, and I fixed it once, but I didn't fix it right. After using it, I broke it again. I just welded it earlier today so we could use it now. But if we do this, we should be able to pull this pin and slide this off, and then I'll just use the tractor to pick the whole thing up off. You ain't got you got something to hammer with close, handy?
No.
Oh, here we go. I got it. I put those under it. I was using it.
Oh,
and then I sold the gear that was under it. Actually, it was on another gear, and I don't remember what. Oh, it had that Oliver gear under it. And then when I bought that one Oliver gravity wagon, I put it on that gear, and I set this one on another gear that wasn't heavy enough, and then I never did anything with it. And then those what's her face? She's the counselor at the elementary school. They've got like a homesteading farm type thing, and they wanted a running gear for like make a produce stand or something.
Okay, yeah.
And so that was a light enough running gear that was good, what it was good for. Yeah. So I took it off, and I was going to put this one together and put this back, but then you needed one, so it's better for you than me.
That gear will be able to handle that forward here.
That's the same gear like what's under mine, like that. So it's just badged as an Alice Chalmers. So no, it's the same thing. So now if we do this right, we can spear through both of those, set them over the side of a pickup or something. One side's loose, I noticed a while ago, and then that other side, I don't know how far he was in the process, if it wasn't stuck before I don't know. But heat problems, I had that problem earlier.
Yeah,
shut off.
I'm not real sure.
Oh, beeping.
No, it just quit recording.
Oh, full?
No.
Oh,
I made
GoPro stuff.
Yeah, GoPro problems.
But like I said, if you can't get it by heating this up, then what I usually do is just take a cutting wheel and cut this all the way top to bottom, pound it out, squeeze it together and weld it, and it's good as new.
Yeah.
So, but
I don't think it's going to be that big.
No, it's just he took it apart and he was going to fix it and paint it, and then he died. So
yeah. So
that's the way it was. But it It shouldn't be too hard. I mean, you can even paint it before you put it back together, so it's orange. You know?
Yeah.
Does that suit you, or you want to shove it in there more?
Be fine. It'll be easier for me to get it out.
I don't think it'll roll much. I mean, if you put a cord or something across there.
No, that ain't gonna roll.
So, just set the rest of the stuff wherever in here.
Wherever. Oh, better gonna see these tires and be like, you have enough tires.
Well, I can at least.
Yeah.
Get right in there.
Well, that little 50-20 needs them on the front of it.
It'll help for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
not now
very painless.
Time for the hard part.
The unloading is easy if you got a tree and a chain. You can, you know, just keep driving until stuff happens. So,
well, guys, we got everything loaded. We got to see some cool tractors. You probably never get to see that many 1365s in one spot. The Heritage tractor, that's still my favorite. And I wish there was a way to prove it. That's what it is. But hey, I say this. Say it is a Heritage tractor, so that's all that matters. But as always, my friends, and Ross the Oliver man, keep on keeping on, my friends, because we love every single one of you.
All right. Good deal.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be busy for a while now.
Yeah. I'll probably. That won't be hard to get off.
No, I mean, you can even.
I think I can pull it off.
It'll slide pretty good. It's on that partial sheet of metal. Like I said, chain it to a tree and just drive out from under it, and it'll fall. Yeah. But I mean, it shouldn't be too big of a project, really. The biggest thing's going to be getting that unstuck, and that shouldn't be too difficult, really.
Hopefully, and I mean, there's a chance it just take a torch and
I think it probably will, because you still got this hooked up for leverage. If you can hold it, might be easier to put it back together to help hold while you're messing with it. Put it up on jack stands or whatever, and
I think that's what I'm going to do. Is put it all back together.
Clean it up while you're working and paint it, and when you're done, you'll have a new one. And
I think, I mean, I know it ain't gonna be smooth, but I think just a wire wheel on a grinder.
That's what I would do for something like this. I mean, get you the decal to put back on it.
Does it still have a serial tag on it?
It has an Alice Chalmers tag. It's underneath now. We can't see it, but yeah, last time we were here, I think we looked at it. But it does say Alice Chalmers, I think, on it. So.
Well, Ross, I appreciate everything.
No problem.
And we'll see you on the next trip.
Alrighty.
See you guys.
As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. That helps out the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment. Tell me that you liked it, or tell me that you hated it. Tell me I'm a moron. I really don't care, but anything that you say helps us out too. So thank you again, as always, for watching, and I will see you in the next one.